everyone, it's me, Vanessa, better known as GreatLove91 on Twitter. Follow me, and I will follow you back if you let me know that you watched this video. I just got back from my first KT appointment at work. It was pretty much like a training appointment. So that went really well, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. You don't want to know about my work business, you want to know about wrestling. So let me get on with it. Before I start off, I will start off with Summerslam reactions. So I guess you could say this is Inside the Squared Circle with Nessa, Summerslam reactions. Also, it is a recap of the episode that happened at Total Divas last night. So here I go. First off with Summerslam, let's see, the pre-show was Dean Ambrose versus RVD, and the Shield interfered, Mark Henry and Big Show interfered. It was a DQ, so Dean Ambrose is still your United States champion. It turned into a tag match. I'm not sure who won because I didn't order the pay-per-view. I'm just going based off of what I heard. I'm pretty sure the Shield won though, which I'm not surprised because they're the Shield. Hello. But then again, I don't even know if that's true. Other matches we had, Christian versus Del Rio. Del Rio is still the World Heavyweight Champion. Quite honestly, I really don't care because I don't like neither Del Rio or Christian. I would really hope that Damien Sandow catches in pretty soon because I'd rather have him champion as opposed to those two. There was Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn versus AJ and Big E Langston. Dolph Ziggler and Caitlyn won. So yay, because that's who I was rooting for. And then you have Brie Bella versus Natalya. Brie tapped out to the sharpshooter. Natalya won. The match would have been okay with either winner because I understand that this match was to hype up Total Divas. But last night's episode was focused more on Natalya, so maybe that's why they did that. Not too sure. Then you also had Bray Wyatt versus Kane in a Ring of Fire match, which, ladies and gentlemen, it is not an Infernal match. You don't have to catch your opponent on fire. It's the PG version of that because, the fire is still on the ring, I guess, but you just have to win by pinfall. Bray Wyatt won, not too surprised, because obviously they want to, push the Wyatt family with them barely debuting in the company. And at the same time, I have a feeling Kane's going to be out of action for a while, just because he's going to be making his movie See No Evil 2, which I'm totally stoked for because I love the first one. So I'm excited for that. Then we had, what else happened at SummerSlam? Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. From what I hear, it was a brutal match. It was back and forth. Punk actually got his hands on Paul Heyman, but ultimately Brock Lesnar wins and CM Punk lost. I'm really upset about that, but if they want to hype up Brock, I guess that's what they have to do. And then you have your main event match, John Cena versus Daniel Bryan. Now, if you guys know anything about wrestling, which I'm sure you do because that's why you're watching this video, you know that John Cena has a really bad elbow injury. He's been wearing bandage on it for a while now. So essentially, you knew that John Cena was going to drop the title. So yes, Daniel Bryan became your WWE champion for a little while. And then Randy Orton comes out and he looks like he's about to cash in. But he's walking away. As he's walking away, the special guest referee for that match, which was Triple H, pedigrees Daniel Bryan. Then Randy Orton comes back into the ring, hands the briefcase over to Triple H. 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton is your new champion. I am really upset about that because I cannot stand Randy Orton. He is honestly one of my least favorite WWE superstars. He irritates me. He's boring to me. There's nothing special about him. The way he walks the ring in a monotonic, slow way, he freaking looks like a chomo. I'm sorry. I don't like him. I don't. And the way he sticks his tongue out when he's in the ring, it's just dumb. Coiling up the Viper Randy Orton, it's dumb. I cannot stand Randy Orton, so I am not happy. And people are speculating that Evolution is reforming, but with newer members. I don't know. So apparently, Randy Orton's heel, and so is Triple H. I honestly am very upset. I hope somehow, some way, Daniel Bryan gets the title back. Obviously, because we know Cena's going to be out of action, or maybe when Cena comes back, there's going to be a triple threat. I don't know. But there goes SummerSlam reactions and whatnot. So now on to Total Divas. That was last night, which was August 19th, 2013. Essentially, the whole show was about body modifications and image, pretty much. You had the central story of Nikki being called the fat twin as opposed to Brie being the skinny twin, and you also had a segment where Ariane, which is Cameron, was thinking about getting boob implants, and that's pretty much what the and then you had Natalia saying that, you know, TJ Tyson Kidd wasn't as romantic and that he paid more attention to the cats than her. And then there was a scene where, like, he was like, if you want to get married, let's just get this over with. So, like, he drives her down to the courthouse, and she's thinking it's going to be like a romantic date, but he drives her down to the courthouse, and he's like, come on, let's get this out of the way. That pisses her off because she's like, you don't get it. You're not romantic. You don't get that that's what I want. And she pretty much called him effing pathetic, walked away. But by the end of the show, they made up because he made it up to her by doing like this candlelight romantic dinner at their house. And she was like, maybe that's what, you know, she was like, I'm sorry for being a bitch. That's what she said. Or she said that she's been a bitch lately. And I'm sorry that I cussed. My bad, guys. Sorry if it's PG. That's not PG, is it? Anyway, she pretty much said that, and like they obviously rekindled by the end of the show. She said that maybe that's what she's been missing, and that's why she was questioning things. And, you know, with him just having a surgery, you know, it just put things up in the air and in a new perspective. But they're okay, so that's cool. And then there was this scene where, like I said, Cameron was, you know, contemplating whether or not to get a boob job. She went in for a consultation. The freaking consultation person, like, flashed her and made her feel her boobs. It was all really awkward, and, like, Naomi, you know, Trinity felt the boobs, too. And they're like, oh, they feel real. And at one point, like, Naomi even brought John in, which is Jimmy Uso, and she's like, this is the one time I'm going to give you a pass to look at another girl's boobs. And that was a really awkward segment, but essentially she got like these silicone boob things, and she wore them to the ring, and she had Sandra like sew a compartment to put the boobs in so she could wrestle with them in. And Nikki thought it was cool to take one of the boobs, and, you know, Ariane Cameron was freaking out, was like, where'd my boob go? It was just really weird. And she actually put toilet paper in one side, and so, like, they were, like, uneven, and she felt really awkward during the match. But then she comes backstage and finds out that Nikki took the boob, and I don't think it was a funny joke. I think it was cruel. Obviously, that just shows you the character of Nikki Bella. Definitely, this is why my best friend had a sign that said, I love Brie Bella, because Nikki's just the troublemaker, problem starter type deal. And what else happened? Oh, and then ultimately at the end, you know, Ariane was like, I don't want to have a boob job, not yet anyway, because I'm comfortable with who I am, and if I'm sending out this image to young girls, I want to let them know that they don't need body modifications, alterations. That was the word I was looking for. But yeah, pretty much this episode was about body modifications and stuff, and deciding whether or not you want them. I can't really remember what happened with JoJo and Eva Marie this week. I honestly don't remember. That's really bad. I know last week JoJo got a concussion, but that was last week. Anyway, this video is all over the place, so I'm going to end it now. Just so you guys know, I will be live tweeting tonight for Raw, because I am no longer with Time Warner. I am with Dish, which means Raw starts at 5 for me, just like most of you out in the East Coast, which would be 8 o'clock. Me, it's 5 o'clock. But I will be live tweeting. You don't have to see me tweet when things have already happened. I'm excited because after every SummerSlam access, I look forward to Raw so I can geek out about, like, oh my god, I met that person the other day. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Excited to see where this Randy Orton heel turn is going to go. Even though I don't like him, I kind of want to see what Daniel Bryan's reaction and rebuttal is gonna be. Yeah. So, and of course, I'm always excited to see the Divas, especially Caitlyn and AJ. So I will go now, and I will catch you on the flip side, and I will see you on DTRT Wrestling at Twitter at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock for you guys, for some of you, for live tweeting on Raw, and I will catch you on the flip side. Take care, guys.